Welcome, everybody, to your least favorite podcast. My name is Mark, and I am here with all of my friends.
Steven.
Nick.
Jake.
Welcome, everybody, to the show. It's another beautiful week here with the boys on the podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Awful. Terrible.
A little toasty outside.
Fantasy not fun this week for me.
I'm actually wearing a jacket because it's been cold. So
It's not cold.
It's in that weird time where it's like decent in the morning and it's back to summer in the afternoon. And it's dry as a bone. I'm sure you guys can relate to that.
it's been
Not-
hurricaning here.
It ain't rained in like 2 weeks. It's ridiculous.
It's been nothing but raining here.
Yeah, we just had a hurricane pass through, so
Could you send it our way?
We
We
might
need the
make it up
moisture.
there.
We need the moisture, you know?
I think it was going up there.
I can bottle it up and send you some sprinkles.
Just start mailing it to me, one bottle at a time. Get that whole thing in there.
It might take. I wonder how long that would actually take. Probably for the rest of our lives, huh?
At least a week, probably, I'm going to imagine.
Oh,
At least 2 weeks.
give or take.
To
Depends
bottle
on
up
shipping.
an entire hurricane.
Why can't
Yeah,
we do that
sometimes-
yet? That's what I was asking Ashley the other day. Why can't we stop hurricanes yet?
Because they're
We
They
talked
can.
about
giant
They
this.
can't.
force of
They-
nature.
No, they can. They just don't want to.
Yeah,
They
but
can
see,
control the weather.
they're all worried about going to space and shit. But why can't we figure this shit out?
I said
Let's stop
cloud seeding
hurricanes.
is not the same as controlling the weather. They can make it rain. They can influence clouds that are already existing to become stronger clouds. They had theorized that they could blow apart a hurricane with a nuclear weapon, but
I don't
for
think they would need
obvious
a
reasons,
nuclear weapon.
They did not do that. What would you use? A big fan?
No, I think they could do it with just a
Listen.
non-nuclear bomb.
Listen, I have an idea.
You know how big a hurricane is?
Listen.
It's that
I
big.
got an idea. Let's build a big ass wall, okay? Right? Big enough it can't reach over the top of it, and it just stops there.
Okay,
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Trump. Okay,
That'd
Trump.
be a big ass wall.
Bigger
Yeah.
wall.
Build the wall.
The
wall
biggest
solves-
wall.
Well, you're gonna
The
need at
wall,
least.
the wall solves
How
all.
would that work?
alright?
Like, would that even work?
If it
No,
didn't
because
tip
it's
it
in the
over,
sky.
and
It's
crush
just gonna go
everything.
over it.
No,
But
you
like,
build
if it was
it
like high
taller.
enough into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
there's some like credibility
Would work.
to it because we have issues with tornadoes not really forming over the mountains just because the terrain's too screwed up
That
for
has
them
nothing
to.
to do with the terrain being too high. That has the terrain messes with the airflow, which doesn't allow it to circulate.
Yeah, but I'm saying if
enough
you
to
build
make it.
a big enough wall, it's probably going to do something similar.
But now we're all worried about space.
It's
We
not
could
going
be
to
figuring
stop
this out.
them. It's just going to screw them up.
I really want to know more about that now. To be
Build
don't
honest.
know
the
now.
wall.
What? Which part? The wall or space?
The wall and space, all of it.
I
They're
want the
saying
wall-
that the wall would just redirect the air around it. Essentially, is what would happen. So the tornado would go around it. So it wouldn't necessarily stop it. It would redirect it.
Is it like the wall from Game of Thrones where it's super big, made of ice?
Yeah,
But if
it's
they
got,
made a
something
wall-
that high.
If they
It's
made a
like-
wall in like the Gulf, right, it would just do a 360 back out into the water. It's like a U.
What about a strong enough Uno reverse card?
Boom!
The
And the
wall
hurricane's
is
just like
We could-
just a giant Uno reverse card on its side.
What
We
about
could
a
paint the
mirror?
wall like that.
What about a trampoline?
What about a big
big
fan
one.
that just blows it the fuck away from us? How about that?
That was
That
my
would-
first
that would-
idea. I said
That
that.
would do it. Yeah. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you could disrupt the way the winds were flowing inside of it, it would stop it.
Uh-huh. That's what we
What
should
if
do.
we vacuumed up all the wind? What
That's
if
not a
we
bad idea.
what if we got out there and drank the hurricane? I have like hundreds and hundreds or thousands of people just out there sucking it up. Like scooping it out with a glass, just scooping it.
Huh. I wonder how
Scooping
long
it,
that would
drink,
take.
Scoop and drink.
At least 2 weeks, huh?
At least 2 weeks.
No, I think it'd be quicker than that.
I would be interested to see the nuclear bomb thing though. See how that would just
It
see
would
what
make
would happen.
tsunamis, and we'd all die to waves, probably.
Dude, I don't see these things are different for you guys. Like I don't care about hurricanes. I don't care about tsunamis. They don't make it this far inland. They are non-factors. So like, but you guys probably don't care as much about wildfires. I don't care about them either, but they're more of a factor here. But like any of those ocean things, when we watch like a hurricane coming ashore, we're just like, it ain't gonna make it to Colorado. I'll tell you that.
You know what?
And if
I hope it does.
it'll be a nice gentle rain.
No,
That'd
I
be
hope
an
one
insane-
forms in Colorado.
That'd be an insane hurricane. to
Then we could use the
Colorado.
moisture.
You guys wouldn't know what the fuck to do, bro.
Yeah, it's not can't be any worse than a snowstorm.
Does California get hurricanes? Is that a thing? Does it like come?
Not
from that way?
really.
There's
No.
some
It's because of the
there's
water
some areas
temperatures.
with- yeah, the Gulf is just like a perfect opportunity for hurricanes to form.
Mm-hmm.
Which we was watching this documentary where they were talking about some of the first settlers to America, and they all came from like England and like Europe over there, where they don't have hurricanes. So those patterns don't form up there. And could you imagine, like, you sail for months across the ocean, get to this new place where you're trying to get set up, and then a hurricane showed up? You don't even have like a reference for what's happening. You're just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, that'd
You
be
talking like back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Like
come
the
on your
first
little wooden
time.
ship, you build your little hut, you're fighting off like the natives, and then a hurricane shows up, and you don't have any point of reference for weather of that scale. Like a storm surge comes across and just swipes out your little
Oh yeah.
wooden fence.
You're probably like, oh, it's just a little sprinkle. It'll be over before the day. We'll go kill some more people, and then it's like, oh shit, this is terrible.
And now the ocean is like higher up than where you were. And by the way, it's going to be winter pretty soon. You got to start all over.
So,
yeah.
You know, this is pretty interesting, but NOAA, right, the NOAA, has a whole thing about nuking hurricanes and why it wouldn't work.
It would with a big enough nuke. Come on, get out of here. Get off
they
your
were
high
saying
horse.
that, like, no, they say no matter what nuke you have, wouldn't do it because nukes don't actually change the barometric pressure because the shockwave is so
They'll
fast.
shoot it into space.
They don't like change anything that has to do with the hurricane. You basically have to change the air or the air temperature with that, and a nuke wouldn't do that just in the middle of the ocean like that.
I will make the air temperature higher than the surface of the sun. I think that counts.
It'd be pretty bad for the rest of the world.
I'm
more
saying
than
a big
likely.
enough nuke will do the trick. If there's a giant hole where there used to be half of the planet, then there won't be a hurricane no more.
You know what I don't get? I don't understand why shark movies, like ridiculous shark movies, have become such a thing.
Example.
I think it comes from Jaws. Like Jaws was like lightning in a bottle, and now they're like, well, how do we keep making movies that capture Jaws like
Like
that
Yeah,
doesn't work anymore.
one of my wife's favorite movies is Sharknado. It's about a tornado that forms in the ocean and like picks up a bunch of sharks and like moves inland, and like the sharks in the tornado just start like whipping through the air and eating people.
That would be pretty
See-
fucking scary.
See,
And they
so
made,
like
they made like 8 of those. though. There's like
Yeah,
Sharknado 8.
I think that's one
Return
of those
of the
movies.
NATO. Like I
It
don't
just that movie just carries on because of its own like ridiculousness.
we got HBO on Hulu, and we found like another series of like Air Shark. I don't
I
know
mean,
if it's like Air
what would
Bud,
be
like
worse
it's
than
sharks
a
playing
normal shark?
basketball. Like it's Air Shark, and there's like Air Shark 1, Air Shark 2, Return of Air Shark, and then like Air Shark 3, Air Shark's Revenge. Then there's like
Tell
Air
you-
Shark 4, Going for Gold, and it's like I don't understand why ridiculous shark movies are a thing.
Actually, you said what's worse than a shark, right?
Or like a ocean shark. By
An
the
ocean-
way,
like a land shark. That'd be scary as shit.
this was all reminded me. Did anybody ever watch
Like
that?
Tremors?
I looked it
Yeah.
up. It was Street Sharks.
Street sharks, what the fuck?
With
That's
the-
David Blaine.
No. It was
Uh.
it was a TV show, and you had the little action figures where they were all like they had like
Oh,
normal
yeah,
legs,
like,
but they had shark bodies.
sunglasses and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't remember anything about that show
pretty
other
sure I
than
had some of those action figures.
Bro,
That was
Jaws,
my
isn't,
Jaws
Jaws isn't even my favorite shark movie.
they need to
Blue
make
Sea.
that
Deep
again.
Blue Sea.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea is the fucking best.
That one's freaking sweet.
It's okay.
You don't like Deep Blue Sea?
You don't like Deep Blue
Sea?
Sea, dude? That one's so good.
I mean, I'm just not a shark person. I'm not
It's got
like
LL Cool J in it, dude.
And he survives. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
He did. I do
Samuel L.
remember.
Jackson has the most badass speech to death scene ever.
Of course.
Yeah, he just gets eaten mid speech. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but it's not my favorite. I remember watching Lake Placid with the giant alligator. That was pretty good.
A shark. I like Anaconda though. If we're talking about like
Yeah,
big ones.
Anaconda's a good
Anaconda's
one.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
Lake Placid
Snakes
was
on a
good.
Plane?
I didn't. care
I
for
never
that.
watched it.
You know,
I don't know.
I hated Snakes on a Plane at first, but like rewatching it, like not seriously, you know, I kind of enjoy it. It's like it's kind of ridiculous. It falls into the same thing. It's like who the hell like thinks of snakes on a plane like that? Like I don't wonder. I guess that's a little bit more straightforward than Sharknado, but
I
I mean, there's a lot of ridiculous movies out there.
there really are.
They
How
need to start
many-
making more.
How many naders do you think you've not seen with sharks in them, huh? Could happen all the time out in the ocean. We just don't know.
Actually,
I mean, there's actual evidence that like water spouts and different phenomena will pick up fish. They'll like suck them out of the water and then carry them further in. Usually that's just like small things like fish and stuff. But I did see one post where they were talking about a whale they found somewhere in the Amazon, and they were like, well, how the hell did it get here?
What? That's cool.
So
Dead whale.
there's 6 Sharknado movies.
Mhm.
There's Sharknado, Sharknado 2, the second one,
Is that what it's called?
Sharknado 3, oh hell no,
Oh hell no.
Sharknado the Fourth Awakens,
Mm.
Sharknado 5, Global Swarming,
Mhm.
and then the last Sharknado, It's About Time, and that was in 2018.
How do
It
they
is
know
about
it's
time.
going to be the last one?
So you're telling me the Sharknado movies didn't survive COVID? That's
I guess not.
That's the worst
Thank God.
tragedy of it all.
I disagree with you on that.
Nope. That's
We
the
needed
number
more
one.
of them.
Yeah.
They'll be back.
See, the world was okay until that happens, and then no Sharknado. No, it's just terrible.
Maybe
That's the truth.
Sharknado was like the anchor point we all needed.
Yeah, it's what brought us together each and every time.
I mean, the world was a lot better when there was Sharknado movies, I suppose. So.
If
Yeah.
they can't make another Sharknado, then please make Street Sharks. Now that I've seen it again, I want to see a movie about it. And I've seen stupider movies, so don't act like you can't do it.
Oh, they could do it. Did anyone
should be
ever
the-
watch that Killer Winnie the Pooh movie? Yeah, is that?
I saw another person summarize it for me because I can't watch it here. My wife likes Winnie the Pooh and she won't stand for it. So that
Okay,
was,
so just wait till she's at work and watch it.
I heard it was actually just really bad too. So I didn't. That was 2 strikes against it. I didn't really want to waste my time.
I think we should waste our time one day.
If I mean, I watched a thing summarizing what it was about. It sounds kind of stupid.
Well, no shit.
So I'm gonna have to pass on it. But I will say, if we watched this new horror movie called Late Night with the Devil, if you want to watch a good one, that one's pretty decent.
No, I kind of want to watch Winnie the Pooh kill people.
All right, you watch that one. I'll watch the other one. We'll circle
No,
back,
we'll watch them both.
compare
together.
notes. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. See?
We'll watch mine first, and then
No,
we'll
no,
get
no,
around
no,
to
no.
yours
No,
right
no, no.
after, soon after.
You still haven't watched the TV show I told you to watch.
I watched the first episode.
Yeah, you haven't continued watching.
That's not my fault.
Mark,
is
you're
your
like
fault.
Mark, you are literally like the worst person about not watching shows people tell you to, so you can't really hate on anybody else.
Have you finished
Yeah.
The
Name
Boys yet?
Reacher.
Okay,
What's
you got me
Reacher?
Dragon,
Ah,
Dragon Ball
bitch.
Super.
there.
Gotcha,
I'm not. I
bitch.
don't want to watch Dragon Ball Super. That's the
Is
thing.
Reacher that show old people watch?
No.
Like MacGyver?
No.
No, it's a newer one. I need to watch that one. Yeah,
It's an
I did
Amazon
finish
show.
The Boys, and I did finish House of the Dragon. So
Oh, too bad they cancel each other. You're going to have to watch another good one to try to get positive. Right now you're at 0.
you're not allowed to speak until you watch something anyone else tells you to.
No,
That
right
is-
now
that
we're
is true.
we're
Yeah.
firmly in the horror season. We're actually gonna start this new show. Besides, there's the new Agatha show that's gonna be horror, and then there's what the hell was that called? It's a new show based on a Stephen King book, Salem's Lot. That's what it was. It's gonna be a show. Gonna watch that.
So I've got something new to talk about today.
Okay.
So I really like trying the different, like the weird flavors of Cokes and stuff, like the coconut Dr. Pepper. They did that spiced Coke, and they have this new one. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's Coca-Cola Oreo. Y'all seen that?
No.
Oreo flavored Coca-Cola.
Does it have chunks in it?
It does not have chunks in it.
This
I'm
fucking
out.
sounds disgusting.
It sounds really bad.
I
Yeah.
want chunks of Oreo.
What
You know
the
what? Like it does actually to me taste a little bit like an Oreo. It's
gross,
pretty
dude.
weird.
You know,
It's
like Oreos
carbonated
are okay in the first place, and I would not crave a soda that tasted like
Mark, you have to do something for me then.
What's up?
You have to put it with milk. Combine them. It's the only way to.
Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have
And then
enough
wait,
left, but
no, that's
that
enough.
makes
And
a
then
lot of cereal.
go put some curdle with it, or put some milk in there and see if it curdles. After
That's
you
like
do
an
that.
actual thing. Like I've never actually done it, but that's a thing people do, right? Coke and milk.
It will do that.
Yeah, it'll curdle almost instantly.
Fucking
Oh.
know, dude. Try it and tell me if it's
All right,
like
you gotta pull
Oreos
out-
and milk.
You gotta pull out your favorite Cokes so you can make drinks out of them. Keep them set aside next time we're there. I want to see
That
highlight reel.
coconut Dr. Pepper was all right.
No, Dr. Pepper already tastes like everything. It doesn't count.
It's
Yeah,
23
it's all-
flavors,
well,
dude.
Only tastes like 23 things.
The
Right.
doc.
So
The Dur Pepper.
I don't actually like Dr. Pepper all that much, but the coconut one wasn't. that
Sometimes a Dr. Pepper does kind of just slap. Like it's just.
bad.
You know
I
what's
don't
funny?
like that.
You know what's funny? So I've been so off of like sodas in general. Like other than like if I mix them with like some kind of alcoholic drink. Like we ordered Raising Cane's the other day, and I was like, they force you to buy a drink. So I was like, well, just put the sweet tea in there because I was like, I'm not gonna drink anything really. But like, all right. So it shows up, I drink the sweet tea. I might try it, and it's like a Coke or something. I was like. I spit it out. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. Like, I was so not used to just drinking straight up soda. It was just weird.
Yeah, I typically don't really drink soda unless like
Yeah, you
I'm
get off my
driving
tongue.
somewhere or it's like a weird flavor like that, and then I'll grab it. Mm.
You put a little alcohol in it, then it's okay.
I do drink Cokes with alcohol.
I saw this whole video of this guy telling you how to properly drink whiskey. I don't know if you've seen it or not. He's like Scottish, and he like puts in a little glass, and he throws it, and then he puts some more in, and then he swirls it around, and he tells you like stick it on your nose so you can smell it right.
Dude,
And then he pours in water, and he's like, make sure it's cold water. He like tells you stick your thumb in it, and then after that he pours in like a certain amount of water. He's like, because it needs to be at 30%. Like it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
to
they
watch.
do say like whiskey. You're supposed to like really good whiskey. You taste with like water.
He's
I
like,
hate people who tell you how it's supposed to be. Like, bitch, you don't make the rules here.
I think this guy makes he is
No,
the guy. He's
he's
the guy that
This
made
is the guy
whiskey.
that makes the rules, dude. It's
I'll,
the guy.
He's
I'll
like,
drink
I
it how
have
the
had-
fuck I want, okay? And I
I
don't care
drink it
what you think.
right out of the bottle.
You can't tell me how to drink my own fucking
I
drink,
actually like
guy.
to take it, put it in my mouth, swish it around a little bit, spit it back in
Like,
the
I
bottle.
hate those type of people.
Spin the bottle back out a little
Spit it
bit.
all out.
I like to backwash a bit into the bottle for a minute.
Yeah, it was
You
funny
gotta
to
twirl
watch.
it around the glass, and then you gotta
Yeah, that's to
with your
aerate it.
mouth. No, fuck.
I
that,
don't like whiskey, so I ain't saying he's right or wrong.
You don't
Well,
like
it's pretty
whiskey?
funny.
Huh.
Eh, it's
love
just too
whiskey.
harsh. I mean, I don't really. Maybe if
That's
I drank
probably
it the
my
way he
favorite
said to.
liquor is
Are
whiskey.
you drinking it right?
Probably
Maybe I'm not drinking
You
it.
gotta
right. Maybe
listen to
that's the
this guy's
problem.
rules. Yeah, you're not doing the rules.
It just cracks me up what he's done. He's like, I can count. I've had 6 times where they've ruined my whiskey in my whole life. 6 times. The water was too warm. They threw it off. Twice in England, once in Scotland. Like, it's funny. He
That's
keeps
weird.
track of that. But maybe I just need to pour a little water in there. Maybe if it's like 9 parts water to 1 part whiskey, then I'll be fine. Just a little flavor swimming around, you know? Just an
I want some
aftertaste.
whiskey, man. About to head to the liquor store.
You know, for a guy that likes making drinks, you don't have a lot of stuff in reserve.
No, I try not to buy it. To be
You need to
honest.
stock up. I want you to have like a full mini bar, so like a full regular bar selection.
I just like wait for people to come over to my house, and then like whatever they leave, that's like what I slowly drink on, like for the rest of the year, and then the next year.
Well, you should have
back
told me
up.
that before I tried to buy the most garbage stuff I could find.
Yeah, it's rough.
How's that mezcal doing? Did you get that
Yeah.
worm?
Oh no, I finished it. Yeah.
The worm tasted good.
No, I actually had somebody come for a Krav Maga seminar, and I was like, he was staying in our guest room. I told him, I was like, yeah, like, all I've really got is this mezcal. That's it. He's like, all right, let's stop and get some pomegranate liquor, and I'll show you how to drink that. And that's what he drank for like the weekend, was like mezcal and this like pomegranate liquor or whatever, and then he put like a little soda water in it. It's pretty good actually. A little lime juice.
No, you're supposed to drink it straight out of the bottle with a sombrero on.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's very few alcohols that I enjoy drinking straight out of the bottle, like in a cup. That's just not a great thing to do.
Number one,
Bourbon.
pickle juice. Oh,
Fuck no. Some people love them pickle shots. They love that shit. That is not
Pickles
a
are
thing
delicious,
for me.
man. Started sticking a pickle in my beer.
I
Pretty
will
good.
throw the fuck up.
You're supposed to do that in like shitty beer, like PBR or something.
You mean like every beer?
No, that's
True.
good beer, too.
True.
Like you stick it in there, and like I guess, and like the pickle flavor like makes it better.
we got a little. I haven't tried it yet. We got a little barrel in the garage that you're supposed to be able to pour like Jack Daniels in and let it sit for a while, and it'll make it into like some something fancier. I don't know.
Hopefully not Jack Daniels. Is that what it's?
Well, they said it's all the same. It's just how long it's been aged for, and like what kind of conditions it's been in. So like you can take like shitty bottom shelf whiskey and pour it in there and just let it keep aging for a while, and then it'll be of a better quality eventually. And there ain't really point for me to do it because I don't like the taste anyway. So I just be like, nope, still tastes like shit. And
That sounds like fun. How do you make whiskey?
you can't. It's illegal.
Theoretically. Theoretically, of course.
Marshall, we're gonna go ahead and get you some steel in the backyard.
I guess you're in the right place. You guys might have to head up into the mountains a little bit. Up into the
Yeah, in the Alabama
Appalachians.
mountains that we established, they're so high Jake could not hike them.
Yeah.
Yeah, all couple 100 feet of them. Yeah.
Hardly.
That's
I do more hiking going upstairs in my house than your fucking mountains, right?
Prove it.
Dude, I was pretty happy. I watched this video today that was drone footage of the entire like path people take to climb up Mount Everest, including the summit. And I was like, now I've seen enough pictures, and with this video, I've seen the entire path. Like, I don't need to go anymore. Like, I've seen and done it all. I've been there.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
It took
I don't
me
know why.
about 2 minutes to climb to the top of Everest, and then after that, I was done. I conquered it. You know. I saw that was another that was a little meme you saw where the dude was like, this is such a rare sight, and we had to hike for like 3 days to get here, and it was such a big effort. And the other dude responds and he's like, that's crazy, man, you're doing all that and I see it while I'm taking a shit. Life's strange, huh? He's like, crazy. I don't know, some of them just don't seem like they're worth seeing.
This seems pretty. You know, I need to find like an at-home whiskey. Theoretically.
They're like, so you're gonna go get you a copper thing to make and do this and
My uncle has one.
a still?
Theoretically.
Oh, that's what that is. You mean allegedly?
Allegedly, yeah, that one.
Unallegedly. What do you say when it's not? I guess that's fine. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Editor, take that out.
Allegedly, my uncle makes rum.
No, I don't think that's illegal
It's actually
anymore
pretty
because
good.
you got all these people. I don't know the local laws. You might need to check that, but like people make their own shit all the time. So
Yeah. I really want to do it. I want to try.
we got a beer making kit here that I've had for like 6-7 years. I don't even know how long it's been here. But I don't have any bottles. Where would I put it? I didn't make a jug. Our neighbor's got like a kombucha bottle out on their back deck. Just sits out there all day. Every day it's just some brown liquid sitting in a big jar. I'm assuming that's what it is. It's either that or it's like some severed body part. Come to think of it, I haven't actually seen the neighbors in a while, so might be that. Might be related.
Yeah, probably not.
The street sharks got him.
Sharknado.
Dude, we ain't had no Sharknadoes here. I told you it's been bone dry.
Whose fault is that?
You guys, you're hogging all the water. You keep it down there. You're talking about it all the time. It's raining again. No.
Apparently, with
Bunch-
this, I can like basically age like already done whiskey to like a better standard.
That's what I just said. It's a little barrel. I have one in the garage. You can have it.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah,
I think
I'm
there's
gonna
like
try
a
that.
little barrel that you could like do it to like age.
You could like
whiskey to make
take
it
a
better.
piss in the barrel and then serve
Hey
it to
Mark, if you
somebody.
ever wanted to take like already made whiskey and then kind of make it like a little bit better by aging it yourself,
because like apparently, like,
If
according to
so,
their websites,
there's
They
like this little
do-
barrel that does it.
you can do Crown Royal into Crown Royal Reserve in like 2 weeks.
It's disappointing that the difference between Crown Royal and Crown Royal Reserve is 2 weeks in a dank ass barrel.
I'm sure in a small batch it is, yeah, but when you think
Yeah.
about the fucking batches they make it in, it's not.
Then it's years.
Yeah.
Well,
wanna
it
get
sounds
one of
like they're
these.
doing a bad job.
I want to get one of these. really
Sounds like
fucking
everybody
bad.
who drinks this shit is dumb.
Oh, I'm not a fan of. I don't drink whiskey. It's not even good. I can't even use it for my purposes because it's not even good for mixing with anything because it just overpowers it. So it's not even good for me to make my bullshit drinks with.
You literally drink a spicy gin and you want to talk about what overpowering is?
Yeah, it's an after flavor. Whiskey's
You
like
are fucking
whiskey's
special.
like a forward
That-
flavor.
Gin
it
is
tastes
a
like whiskey.
very forward
No,
flavor.
gin
Flavor.
is juniper. It hides in other things.
You're fucking
Whiskey
stupid.
tastes like
Fucking
whiskey.
doesn't.
You're
No, it
stupid.
fucking doesn't.
You're
dude.
so
Gin
dumb.
is so strong.
Not on top of the fact that you drink a spicy version of it. You're fucking retarded.
Yeah, but you don't taste
With-
spicy. It's not like
with-
it's flavored
Hold
like
on.
a jalapeno.
Why
Ginger
is it so
beer.
spicy?
With ginger beer, which is also
That's
a
fine.
very
You know what those don't taste like?
overpowering
Fucking
thing.
whiskey. That's
You
what,
wouldn't even be able to taste the whiskey in that fucking drink.
Yeah, I would. I could taste that in like a swimming pool. I'd be like, yeah, there's some whiskey in here.
In a swimming pool.
I can tell
yeah.
it's there. It's
What
got that,
swimming pools are you
fuck that
going
aftertaste.
to?
Jesus Christ.
I know it's there. Trust me, I'm good at hiding drinks in other drinks. Whiskey doesn't.
No,
hide.
you're not.
Yeah,
I
you
can
drank my
guarantee
drink. You drank my drink,
and it was terrible.
but you drank it. That's
like
all, that
all
matters.
your fucking drinks you make.
Yeah. All I'm trying to
God-awful.
do is make it so that you're willing to, or well, you're able to drink extremely potent liquor in large amounts and get drunk as fast as possible. That's all I'm trying to do.
Mhm.
It's not here to be enjoyed. It's here to be drank.
It's definitely not enjoyed.
That's
It's
enjoy
good.
enjoyed in the moment.
But you
It's
have
the
fun
next,
after
It's
the
the
fact.
next day that it's not really much
Yeah,
enjoyed.
Then later you don't have fun. That's where the water comes in. Kids, make sure you drink your water before you go to bed or you're going to have a bad day. If you have a hose handy, that works out better. Just puke it out. There's no shame because you're not going to be thinking you're better than everyone else the next morning when you feel like shit and you're thrown up. So just puke it out.
As long as you're not the first one to puke, you're fine.
Yeah, don't puke first because that's disrespect. That's dishonor on your family.
Mm-hmm.
Kids don't drink and drive.
As soon as somebody else has puked, though, dude, it's free game.
Yeah. Then you can puke on them to add to their shame because it's all their fault.
I think that's a good place to wrap up this week's episode. Thank you for joining us in your least favorite podcast. We'll catch y'all next time.
Bye.